What's up, people? This is the Nature Girl 30 here. And for real, I guess this Raw was a little bit on the lackluster side. And the reason why I say that is because everybody is pretty much hyped up for next week's Raw for the whole 3 hour showing with The Rock being there. And honestly, some of the matches weren't bad. I'm actually happy that John Morrison actually got a win this time. Honestly, he really needed one because it was sad how many times he was losing. It was just plain pathetic. Especially the fact that his contract is going to be up. I don't know, maybe something has changed or maybe he wants to go out being on top. But I am happy that he finally won one. But honestly, some of the backstage scenes were kind of boring at best. Even the Divas segment. And yes, Kelly is going to be on the cover of Maxim like every other woman on the planet. But still, I'm really getting tired. And this is coming from me, which is a shocker. I'm actually starting to get sick and tired of Beth and Natalya. Now, the reason why I say that is because pretty much they have nothing to say. They're just saying the same old ridiculous mess. They remind me of the Bella Twins, and that's how the Bella Twins were when Brie had the championship. She's acting exactly like Beth Phoenix right now, and this is unlike Beth Phoenix. This is not how she was when she first made her debut. She was dominant. She didn't have to show her dominance. In words, she showed it in actions, and now she's just plain out ridiculous. And they're looking like the Bella Twins right now, and it's getting pretty pathetic. But honestly, the fact that Zack Ryder was chosen as the future Hall of Famer, don't get me wrong, I love me some Zack Ryder, but Zack Ryder is far from a future Hall of Famer. He does deserve to have the U.S. Title shot, in my opinion, but he is far from a Hall of Famer. Honestly, I do believe that maybe in the next few pay-per-views that he is going to actually have his title shot, but it won't be until possibly, in my opinion, around Royal Rumble time. I think that's probably when he's going to get his next debut shot. Debut shot, my bad. But honestly, I really think that he's going to probably take it when the Royal Rumble comes around. If he does put up his title, I think he is going to take it. And I know he's definitely not going to defend it at WrestleMania, and if he does, that'll definitely be a feat. And that will be pretty much that'll be Zack Ryder's first WrestleMania, but I'm doubting that's going to ever go further than that. But honestly, this was pretty much a lackluster showing, except for the fact that I know CM Punk tried to save it, but CM Punk is trying to go back to how he used to be. He really can't now. He's pretty much in the whole cahoots thing with Triple H, and the fact that he actually teamed up with Triple H, and the fact that he was on all these other shows, and honestly, he's the opposite of how he said his character was going to be when he got the WWE title and after he left. That's the main reason why everyone started liking CM Punk, is because he was the anti-Cena. He was the anti-Orton. He was the anti-Triple H. He was the anti-WWE. But then as time rolled on, he actually started becoming part of the WWE. Like, he became part of the man, or part of the whole corporation. So it's kind of hard to take him seriously now. But even though he does drop some pipe bombs, that I have to admit he does, but you really can't take him seriously anymore because you don't know whether or not they're going to flip-flop him and make him face. I actually like him more as an anti-hero than a face. He's better that way. He's better at straddling that line instead of actually being on one side or the other. It's good for him to actually straddle that line. It's best for his character. Honestly, I really have no idea where they're going to go with CM Punk, but it's highly difficult to take him seriously now. But all in all, I really wasn't all that interested in Raw this time. And, I guess that's how it is every night. I'm really not frustrated or anything like I am usually when I watch Raw, but I just really was not that interested. And honestly, I think that they're saving everything on up to when The Rock makes his debut back on Raw next week for his 3-hour, Raw gets Rock thing. But I think that's pretty sad because this is the first time the Liverpool is actually hosting Raw. And I think that now they made their trip back to England, they should have at least done something with Liverpool, made it special because this is their first time they're actually hosting it. But honestly, it acted like they really didn't care. Like they were saving everything on up for The Rock. So I'm not giving it a rating for tonight because honestly, it's a given that they're holding everything back for when The Rock actually makes his debut next week, and I think that's pretty sad. Not to mention the fact that Brodus Clay was supposed to be making his debut match, but they decided to have him not do it, which doesn't make any sense to me. But honestly, I can't give it a rating. It's really difficult to. I mean, they were really literally holding everything back for when The Rock actually comes on the air, and that's pretty sad. It really is. So I'm not giving it a rating tonight. This is Nature Girl 30 signing off. Peace out, y'all. See you next week.